Hello. Yes, I'm here in my hammock in this amazing nature. Very blessed to be here. Nature, and especially when we immerse in nature, gives us a totally different perspective of who we are. We're seeing that self in a different way. And to go on a journey of self is much, much easier, especially the transpersonal, the transcendental. All of this self and ego that seems to hold us, it's fading away in nature, because what we have, our power over, our possessions, our having to be right, doesn't mean so much. It's just fading away. So one of my personal reasons, and actually is a purpose, to live in nature like that. And of course, the universe had it in a way that we would be able to find this place to rent. And we're doing this now for 5 years here. It is extraordinary because even 3 minutes out, it doesn't look anything like here. So it's in a way an oasis. And yes, we have a choice how to live. So 5 years ago, we knew we had to get out of the big city. We knew we needed that kind of life. We wanted to make recordings with the jungle orchestra and all of that. But much more, we actually came here to truly find out what it is like to live from the heart, our unique choice. And it's not finished, but finally it had reached to a point where we can actually share that. It took a lot of embodiment, it took a lot of, I want to say, even struggle and fight. Not so much with each other, but within. And of course, especially April, I feel that kind of gave the final push. And for someone who lived without purpose in a way, or let me rephrase that, not really knowing the full purpose, that was a huge thing to understand actually purpose. So I'm very grateful for April 2024 and all the other times, but especially this month with the solar eclipses and the Jupiter-Uranus conjunction that really, really allowed me to let go and to see through the veils, to come into my power, to come back to the power of choice. And of course, I've been writing about it too. So, living from the heart, our unique choice, is my purpose. My purpose to live, but also my purpose to share. There are steps to get in. They don't have to be in a particular sequence. There are choices, there's praxis, there's quite a lot of stuff, but essentially all of those who are called, I can't convince you, I can't force you, I can't make you, and I don't want to. But when you feel the call, when you hear your heart, then you will step in. You may need a bridge, you may need a light, or you may do it on your own. But the important part is that on an ascension journey that possibly you are, if you're still listening, living from the heart is really one of the main things, and it needs to be our unique choice, otherwise it doesn't work. And our means literally our. While we are unique, this uniqueness that we are meeting as we are living from the heart is a key to the wholeness, to unify. Without our uniqueness, we cannot unify. You cannot tell everybody to wear the same clothes and the same uniform and to look the same and to do the same and expect that they unify. That's not unifying. That's control. So our uniqueness and our unique choice is really key to living from the heart. And yeah, one of the most important things is obviously to reconnect to the heart. I am very clear. The history that we are understanding more now, not the history that we learned at school or were made believe, including myself. I feel it shows it very clearly, these cycles that humanity has gone through, and what changed in humanity was actually when we separated from the heart, when we became very heavy mental, when we wanted everything logic, when we wanted possessions only, and this is just an evolution that it was. It's nice, not good or bad or right or wrong. It was just what humanity had chosen. And funny enough, it was at that time the Aryan age. So we needed to figure out who is man without God. And the separation from the heart was part of it. Now, in many traditions, the heart is always referred to as the center of wisdom. Even now in science, we know that there's 5,000 times more electromagnetic activity in the heart than there is in the brain. Doesn't mean I'm ditching the pineal gland or anything like that, but the heart is the center. It's the center of wisdom. It's the connection to the soul. It is the connection to the divine. And so we're living in a very extraordinary time. We're coming to an end of a big cycle. So, of course, the Aryan age finished. Then came the Piscean age, and now we're at the end of the Piscean age. And there's another age that was much longer. So living from the heart is really something that is important. In the shamanic tradition that I don't want to say trained now, that I was able to learn and unlearn about the Queros from Peru, out of the school of Dr. Alberto Vialdo, the Four Winds. There is the Monarchy. The Monarchy is an activation. And one early, very, very early rite of the Monarchy, of the basic rites, is actually the Seer's Rite. And this is now interesting. In the Seer's Rite, you connect your heart to your visual cord and to your third eye. And with that also to your mind. So in so many ancient traditions, although we may not understood it, there was that sense, that longing for reconnecting to the heart. And once we are reconnecting to the heart, we can start living from the heart. Remember, our unique choice. And in that living from the heart is much, much easier to connect to the divine, to understand our wholeness. Yes, you see here a physical man living life, working for living, working for living. I think that's the right way. With a purpose, with a passion, with a presence. Still for profit. Profit is not necessarily bad because rent needs to be paid and bills need to be paid. But this is not who I am. This is this physical experience that I'm having as a human. At this particular time, shifting from that Homo sapien, men and women of the mind, into Homo luminous, men and women of the light, from an operating system mind to an operating system heart. So in my heart, I know who I am. The I am presence, whether you go to Advaita or wherever you want to go, it's right here. And I am not just this physical experience of Patrick, because Patrick eventually will fade, will cease to exist. But the heart, the soul, the source will always live, because it's not bound to time and space or to physical body. Yes, so this is a bit of living from the heart, our unique choice. Finally, Patrick has a purpose. Finally, Patrick is clear. Of course, there's plenty other aspects. It doesn't limit what we are doing or what I am doing, but it makes it clearer. So I'm very grateful to the energies of the cosmos, Jupiter and Uranus and whatever else came about in April and the years before. I'm very grateful that I understand that Nothing is happening to us or against us. I'm very happy to understand that we just have been given a whole bunch of colors and brushes and a blank canvas to co-create together. And because I don't paint, for me it's more like this infinite music that I can compose anytime. And so can you. So we are authors, we are weavers, we are co-creators of this new earth. We are on an ascension path, and we are in this together. Thank you for listening today and being here with me, immersing in nature, not really knowing what comes out, but being here, present, with purpose. Take good care. Much love from my heart to yours.